You should come over. The city moves slower. Here on the ninth floor, sitting with me. It's hard into round. I'm passing my time out here on my dirty balcony. The weather's been nice, but we don't need small talk. We got the world here at our feet. You should come over. My head on your shoulder, killing some time just sitting with me. It isn't Paris or Mexico, I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. Beaches and boardwalks, send me a postcard. I'm filling my cup with another drink, wishing for nothing. Baby, there's something in your eyes, the way you look at me. And me in your ball cap, staring at sidewalks, looking at strangers we'll never meet. But we don't need no one, we can just lay here, the two of us, you and me. It isn't Paris or Mexico, I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. I think about next year. Will you still be here? Killing your time just sitting with me. Me in your ball cap, wishing for nothing. Here on my dirty balcony. It isn't Paris or Mexico, I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. Come over, baby, won't you please? Leaving next year. Stereo place, it was Friday night. I caught the feeling looking in your eyes, like I've known you a million years. And I have visions of your hand in mine, growing older, spending all the time. That's all I ever need, I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because when I'm with I don't care where we are tonight. We'll dance on sidewalks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and its tide. Pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. It was Friday night. I caught that feeling looking in your eyes, like I've known you a million years. And I have visions of your hand in mine, growing old, spending all the time. That's all I ever need, I swear. I swear it's true. I belong with you. I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. And I don't care where we are tonight. We'll dance on sidewalks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and its tide, pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Because back crying all alone in the bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my frames ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head and locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills, no thrills, no thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Yesterday, all this panic in my mind. Promise, I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. Oh, oh, no thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all our flags are miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. If we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried, up late losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay as long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest will figure.
All right, everybody. Unexpected victory action. Last game of the regular season. They're up against Papega Team 6. And they want to get one more dub before hitting the playoffs. I'm Johnny Esports on the play-by-play today. I'm joined by Wes Rambo. How you doing, my dude?
Doing pretty good. Very excited to cast unexpected victory for the last game of the season. They are looking to go to 11 wins out here. They've got 10-5, while Papega Team 6 opponent got 9-6 on their docket right now. So yeah, you know, it's another one of those cases where unexpected victory are up against a team that could be very close to them in skill, or maybe really, really far away. Well, time will tell, but we are on Nuke, so unexpected victory are definitely going to be happy about that. They aren't you know, trying to get another rep on Inferno or anything like that. Just going on to Nuke, favorite maps to play, one of the most, you know, practiced maps and strongest maps for them. And yeah, they, you know, just hoping to end it off with a bang, right? Both of these teams, definitely. I think it would feel real good to go into the playoffs off of a win.
Yeah, and looking at this Papega Team 6 team, they've since they've basically qualified for playoffs, they've gotten that ninth win. They've been on a little bit of a losing streak too, and they're probably like just really want to get one in. They had a forfeit loss in there too, so maybe just people couldn't make that game or whatever. But obviously, just like going into that bit of a losing streak, go right into the playoffs. That's not what you want to do. If you can get one more win to make yourself feel better going into it, they will certainly want to do that. So they're going to be hungry today, that's for sure. An unexpected victory are going to need to be prepared for that.
Yeah, and I wasn't here last week, but I do see on the match history that against Esports Astros last time they played, they did get a win on Inferno, which is great to see. I'm not sure, maybe, I'll talk to you later about that match, but the fact that they got a win on Inferno, something that they've been practicing, they've been working on after losing quite a few Inferno matches over the past little while, and most of their losses all their losses besides that one against PL, the one before, they were all on Inferno. So expected victory, hopefully take that as a sign. Inferno is now in their pool, moving into playoffs. And like I've always been saying for the past few weeks, I think I would love to see them get onto a Dust 2, and they are going to have to hit Dust 2 or Mirage at some point in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's kind of potentially was expected. But one more touch on last week's game, just because you weren't here.
Sure.
You missed an absolutely beauty play by Deimos. They were on a deco, and they all were coming through Banana, and he just mowed them all down. He just got a beautiful defense there. I believe the highlight is on TikTok. It's also clipped on Twitch too as well. But you should
style.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out. It is awesome. Yeah, it is good stuff. And then definitely talked to Deimos after that, and he was all matter of fact. Right?
Of course, yeah.
No, happened.
Yeah. All business. Just fired my gun. They died. It's Counter-Strike. Who knew?
Yeah.
It was, that's awesome.
It was definitely a good game to get them out of there. Like you were saying, like it was starting to feel like that maybe that was one of their weaker maps, and you don't want that narrative, especially a map you spent a lot of time potentially practicing throughout the regular season. Getting in there, you don't want that there. So they were able to get that one dub and looked a little bit cleaner, maybe against a weaker opponent, but still. Just getting that stuff done when you need to get it done is still important. I always say that even if you're up against a team that's like, the weaker opponent, like, well, you still have to like perform, because I know for me, just in traditional sports, I sometimes play down to the level of an opponent.
Oh yeah.
And it gets you stuck, and then suddenly you're like, and then you got to turn it on, and it's not really easy to turn on just like good play when you're just like playing bad every once in a while. So so I'm a big proponent of like, even if a team looks like they're weak, you still gotta do all the right things, and that's what was kind of happening in that last game. It seemed like they were all kind of getting everything going in the right way for them. Picking up where you always left off, Vampy was a monster once again, as always. But everyone on the team, and speaking of just like picking it up though, Egglet as of late I've felt has really been strong, and has really kind of come into the game when we kind of sort of called him out early on, saying like, he just doesn't look quite the same as last season, but he's definitely brought it back now.
And Egglet, we know him as somewhat of a role player, right? He definitely is not the one that you always expect to bring a huge fragging game. He does have those games that come out every now and then, but that's not particularly his job on the team. Yeah. So when he does do it, that's just a cherry on top, It's just so nice. Did you see that? Did you see what Deimos just did in the warm-up?
Just sending a message. I know how this gun sprays. What's up? Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
If that happened in a game, that would be absolutely ridiculous. But okay, anyway, I'm happy to hear Egglet's kind of starting to, continuing to put up great performances as he has been, like you say, over the last few weeks, coming into the end of playoffs. Definitely realizing, there is space for him to take and step up. Maybe fill some of those shoes that have been left, and while kind of Alphite and Flex are getting themselves a little bit more comfortable with the team, getting themselves a little bit more comfortable with the team dynamic and everything like that. We know Alphite and Flex will be able to bring it. They've had quite a few games now. It's been really nice to see that that they came in just sort of, for me, just in time to get enough games with the lineup in order for it to feel like a complete squad moving into playoffs.
Yeah, unlike last season where basically like the roster was kind of undecided right up to playoffs. So it was like a bit of a rough situation there. Then people have to kind of get used to things on the fly. But no, they look comfortable. The team, they kind of came out when they first came out. Both of them were just kind of like on fire and putting on highlight reel performances.
Yes.
And it was odd, but they've kind of like cooled down since that kind of really hot start. And to be fair, it kind of coincides with like this is a team just playing against better competition. Because as you have a better record, you just kind of even out to playing against better competition in the league. So it's that. But at the same time, I wouldn't go as far as say as they've like disappeared, but when they first were on, both of them got me super excited. That made me like, oh, like a couple players that match that star power of Vampy, and they're already able to do that. But no, they've kind of cooled down a little bit. I do want to see if they got more in tech, because remember, a couple of these players are really young. Alphite, I believe when we interviewed him, he was saying this is the first time he's been on a competitive team, so there's obviously just like that kind of growing pains with that. And Flex is a fairly young guy too. So it's just like they're learning on that, but Flex right now, what we've seen out of him as an opper, and I've seen some of the highlight reel packages he puts together, and obviously like still they're cherry pick good. I have highlight reels where I look like I'm good at Counter-Strike, but but he does some stuff that looks awesome, and I look forward because we just know he has that raw ability there, and man, I'm very excited for playoff time, and maybe like that'll come to shine too once again for them.
It's a really exciting prospect, yeah, you know, to see a team that's this established, this structured, and this experienced kind of take in, a young, really raw talent, like you say, like Flex, put him on the op position, you know, get a dedicated opper, which they haven't really always had, you know, they don't always go for like a full-on opper 24/7 type of player, but now that they've got Flex in there, some teams in particular, remember that one amazing match Flex had, some teams really suffer against very good oppers with great movement and great game sense, and that's what Flex can bring to the table. So he can be sort of an ace in the hole for them in that respect. You know, that's kind of how they've been able to add layers to their team is very exciting to me, because they've got this great opper who is able to, you know, pull off some crazy stuff, but they don't need the opper to win games. You know, so they can match up against a variety of styles. Yeah,
that'll be interesting. And well, we're into this pistol round here. UV1 starting off on the T side as Sline. Sure. Playing around with the door there. Moronic, Katsuragi, Evo, and Crazy on this team for Pepega Team 6. Meanwhile, Deimos there, picking up a nice little 1D to get things started. And
speaking of deagle kills, nice one there by Deimos to find close range, and it all slows down quite a bit as UV1 just sort of takes stock. This is a lot of map control gained after Deimos took out that one player outside, though. Look at how far they've been able to get on the map. They've got the world is their oyster right now. They can go anywhere.
Deimos causing more trouble here on top of Evo. Meanwhile, Vampy gets into the hut, takes one down, is able to switch over to that P2000 that they had. Evo from Heaven trying to deal with Vampy here, gets him down to those 31 damage to him there. But they're all running onto this A site now. Evo's got to deal with this Molly, and he's got to run away from that one. So this is a great setup right now for UV1, 5v3. The three members of Pepega Team 6 got to try to retake here.
They were just squeezed out of their positions by UV1 in this round. Not at all able to get anything, but they're going to rush out now.
Yeah, they're getting on the site now. Evo took one, but Deimos and Vampy take down another two. We watch Vampy take out a second in this round, and solid pistol round for UV1, which we haven't said too often. And it's always just feels like a nice bonus when they take up the pistol round, because they're so good, like, when it comes to rifles and stuff, but they've had some slower starts, and it really feels like a nice bonus for this team if they can already get the start of the pistol round.
Yeah, I wonder if it's something they've been working on, because as you say, their pistol rounds are not their strongest aspect, but that was a really good one. Yeah. Just one pick from Deimos and just, you know, a good, careful approach onto the map. They just absolutely crushed the map control that the Pega teams were able to have. So UV1 had won that round pretty much by the time Deimos got that first kill.
Exactly, and I like to see that, like an aggressive deagle buy right off the hop for Deimos. He's just so good with that gun that it's just like, yeah, you don't get utility, you don't get like all armor, you just like basically just buy that right in the pistol round. But honestly, you one-deked someone, you made it worth. And that's exactly what happened there. Deimos just has that ability, so I like to see them play around with that more in the pistol round. Maybe that'll be the difference that helps them get out of that one. But Here's Vampy messing around on the door here, but Sline is able to take him down.
It is a weird looking name, Sline,
Sline?
with the L and the lowercase L into the 1.
Yeah, unless it's supposed to be somehow different. Anyway, fighting happening. Alpha and Tamos pick up a 2 as they are jumping right onto this B site.
Yeah, I think we've done our due diligence, Johnny. It looks like Sline to me.
Like Sline to
Unexpected
me.
victory here. They're probably just going to win this round. There isn't much more. Pepega Team 6 do have full armor for the most part, but they don't have any utility.
And you almost think maybe you try to live and save that full armor here, but Evo picks up a nice shot here. He's got 2K on the round at least. It's 2v2, so it certainly is plausible if they can just find a nice little pick here there. But Alphight is dealing with it down there. They're probably going to be willing to die from the bomb exploding, but they don't have to. They're actually just going to take them out before that happens, so they get to live through that round. UV1 up 2-0.
Yeah, Evo was looking dangerous coming in there from the back door. It was a nice try. A couple of good 1-deeks, just sort of finding a timing on players who were turned away, focusing on other approach. But the retake just was really difficult to do without any utility. And UV1, even though it got touch and go for a second, they pull it off. They're going to be able to go on to, once again, just rifles and 1 SMG for Alpha.
Oh,
Rush over here.
That's the performance I want to see out of Flex. He sprays down 3. Vampy trades over on the other side of the map, but Alpha takes out the last one, and UV1 quick victory in round 3 there on the heels of Flex just mowing 3 of them down.
Yeah, Flex gets it served up to him on a silver platter there. A bunch of players running around the corner. Pistols, no armor, into an AK. That is the dream right there for Flex. Picks up a few. Doesn't need the off for that one. He's up to 5 frags in 3 rounds already. But it's the first gun round of the game on 4th. Pepega Team 6 all picking up the M4s here. And, it seems they changed their setup. They've been pretty passive so far, and they are going a little forward.
Ooh, running through the smoke with no care in the world. Takes down 1, finds a second. Slide is able to trade 1 off, taking down Vampy, but he's got to deal with this over here, trying to shoot down on Alphight. Flash gets thrown at him. He's going to back off. In the end, 2 for 2. But Moronic up here from Heaven is able to take down Flex finally. So now 2 members left to UV1. 1 left as Eglet's there. Alphight getting shot through the smoke here. He's down to 8%. Crazy will finish him off, and Pepega Team 6 end the 3-0 run.
Yeah, you know, I was saying I was wondering if Pepega Team 6 would switch up their setup, and they really did. Unexpected Victory had a beautiful A hit, but Pepega Team 6 had stacked the site. They had 2 players ready to get back onto site already right after the trades came through. So they were able to completely surprise Unexpected Victory, who would have thought that those players would be closer to the lower bomb site. And meanwhile, they were just able to come in and surprise them. So Pepega Team 6, I have to say they kind of got lucky on that one. You don't always set up that way, and if they had set up it with a default CT side, UV1 would have gotten the site for free.
Yeah, but sometimes you play rock, paper, scissors, and you just they just had paper there, and they were rock. So
it was also sort of a bonus, by the way. UV1 was on one Galil there, so they are going to be able to get another buy here, and even their money now isn't that bad.
Yeah, and they're just kind of chilling here. Lots of them in the lobby there. Vampy meeting up in Squeaky, as he often plays. Just sometimes just is an absolute nuisance over here. James probably smoke. Eglet looking to get access into the ramp. Here's Evo is going to be able to find Vampy right there. Great spot for Evo.
Angle.
Yeah, nice off angle for sure. Crazy now. Back in off as he sees the whole team charging at him. Able to find Eglet in the right door. But to the left door, 3 of them are filing in. And Alphight will secure that frag. 3v4. They still got a good chance at this one, does UV1 as they plant the bomb.
Yeah, not able to get into the greatest post-plant positions, but Pepega Team 6's retake is slow, so they might be able to work their way into a better setup and some crossfires now. And yeah, Pepega seem to be setting up a very coordinated hit.
Oh, Moronic just walks in and finds one, but Alphight answering that himself. He got himself 3K in the round so far. Flex picking up 1 more, and then Alphight with the 4K. Wow. You love to see it. Definitely talked about, hey, Flex and Alphight, I would love to see them kind of step it up. They're top fragging right now, 8 and 7 piece. Looking good right
And
now.
that was the two of them, just Flex running around, running distraction, even grabbing a kill for himself, while all the retakers were firing at him, and Alpha just able to kind of dodge and weave up around on that catwalk and grab so many kills there. Beautiful play from Alpha, great game sense there, and Vampy, is he going for the vent drop?
Ooh, he's trying to play this one aggressively. They're trying to come at him, but he finds a way to pick out one, but eventually a Molly's going to take him down. Meanwhile, Alpha was able to pick up a frag somewhere else in the map. I'm not entirely sure where that was, but...
It was outside.
Oh, right here we go. Yeah, right here. So maybe pick up
Oh,
another
yeah.
one as Crazy walks in. Takes him down. So nice shooting Alpha, just holding his angle.
Yeah, wow.
Hellfight.
Yeah, the Pega Team 6 definitely seems to be pretty aggressive on their singles. And it doesn't seem to be going that well. Last time it happened, Flex kind of mowed them down. This time, it's Vampy and Alphight. I love what Vampy did there, where he goes into the door, and he's thinking of the vent drop, but he sees two players, gets a great spray transfer onto one, kills another one, and then Molly goes at his feet. He's like, okay, goodbye, everybody, and he turns around and, like, gingerly opens the door while he burns to death in the flames in the doorway. Just, something about that really
like the
struck
Breaking
me, but
Bad scene, right? With, what's his name? Gus Spring? Yeah, good time. Here's another aggressive push coming from UV1. They're just running right at him, but Evo and Slider are able to pick up the first couple. Flex eventually taking one down. The Moronic was right behind Flex and no scopes him because Flex had no idea he was right there. Egglet, meanwhile, manages to find two and brings us back to a 1v1, but Bomb is kind of in the hands of Moronic here. Let's see. He's trying to get in around Egglet right now.
Ooh. Is he going to expect this? Egglet's got a lot of utility, but yeah, he has to go slowly on the bomb. This is a nice play from Moronic. Nice job.
Yep.
Moronic with a great idea there. Egglet, he knew Egglet had to check every single angle, and he knew he had the time to wrap like that. So just a nice little individual play from Moronic there to take out Egglet. And UV1 are going to be put onto somewhat of a save. No, it looks like they're going to be able to scrape together a buy here. Potentially saving for the op next round if he feels like doing that. Like you say, he is top fragging, the rookie, as well as Alphight up there. So nice to see that. But Pega Team 6 are definitely looking somewhat strong on the CT side here.
Yeah, they're able to get a nice defense in that last one, so it's certainly going to help them out there. But UV1, if they pick up a win here, this might force the Pega Team 6 into an eco and set UV1 into a nice position here. But, well, either team actually might have to eco after this round, so it is kind of a big one.
Yeah, and still a default. Deimos, pretty classic, playing outside up top. It's Flex who's going to be an interesting one because he's playing very far up at red with a deagle. If he can find a kill, he's done more than his, he's earned more than his pay in this round so far.
Yeah, they're just relaxing this one, and this time, Pega Team being more patient because last time they just kind of ran into Alphight's rifle and we've seen that in a few rounds. And once again, he's gonna be able to grab one, almost grabbing a second there. Slime there now down to 9 HP. Gonna make his way around here and help out their teammate get the nice little flank. So they're gonna be on site now. Vampy throwing out the flash so he can walk back through here.
Man, I love that. That's the power of a default right there.
Yeah. Katsuragi taking out Vampy while work onto Crazy here. Takes him down, but they're on to the B site now. Getting this up. Moronic's got to try to retake there with the op. Katsuragi down to 48 HP.
They're going to save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would save here. It's too tough. I love the way Unexpected Victory used that default, just knowing that Pega Team said, oh, hang on a sec, they might be going for this. So you can see them standing outside. I'll hold that thought.
Shoot through this door. Alphight, though, gets the better of both of them. Alphight today. Well, he's just has come to play. 12 frags for him, 12 for Flex. And it's kind of cool. Flex and Alphight have kind of become a duo. And it's cool because they entered the team at the exact same time and then kind of naturally ended up just being this duo that are work together pretty darn well. And right now, they're playing like the stars that I said that maybe they potentially are. Like, we're talking about Vampy, like, going for #1 kills in the league, so obviously he's still there, but when they get this performance out of Alphight, can he spray this one down? He gets one, but meanwhile, everyone else from Pega Team 6 are able to grab a few more frags, so it leaves Deimos and Flex now by themselves. Flex is a nice little quick scope, though. We'll be able to take down one, try to see if he can get someone through that garage door.
And Deimos on the other side has a lot of work. Unexpected Victory didn't read this that well. Pega Team 6 have done some sort of rush every single eco round. Oh, Moronic, that's a great find as well. This guy has got good game sense, Moronic. He finds angles over players a lot of the time. Deimos still has full armor, by the way. He definitely is not out of this round just yet. Because there's no armor on the Pega Team 6 folks, but they do have an op and an AK.
Yeah. Does have the bomb here, does Deimos. I wonder if he goes drop down here. Or, yeah, this is really what he goes for. He's going to make enough noise. They're going to know he went down here now. But he's able to sneak his way through there. And he's going to get this bomb plant off. Now, can he hold it down against the two of them? Walks back through the door to see Evo and take him out.
Fully favored in this round. He's got a molly and a flash.
Moronic looking around to see where he is. But he's got to know that he went through here, right? So right now, Moronic fakes the defuse. Fakes the defuse, but stays in that spot that where someone would spray, right?
Yeah, a little unusual. I mean, he turned to look because he thought Deimos played that amazingly. I mean, it's par for the course for Deimos to have to play mind games. Like, nobody's going to be outsmarting Deimos in ESTA. But the very, very obvious play there is to rotate. Once you plant the bomb, you get the kill, go all the way around, right? And so Deimos taking his time just gets it basically for free. Yeah, because he tapped the bomb, looks the wrong way, Deimos goes out and sprays. It's Deimos, if he was holding it, Deimos would kill him. If he was looking, Deimos would kill him. It's just a great play there by Deimos. And yeah, UV1, they weren't quite ready for that push, which was surprising because that's what Pega Team 6 have done every time. But still, the likes of Flex and Deimos pull it back there against the unarmored Pega Team 6 players. UV1 still looking great as usual on the T side of Nuke.
Yeah, well, yeah, they've been doing that push very often, but like every time it's been stuffed up by Alpha. That's the first time Alpha let them through, basically. And he still got one, but
still did get one.
Yeah, but they just that time just overwhelmed them in that situation. So most of the time, Alpha is just completely shut down that exact play. But here you go. They're starting to move onto the site now. Moronix sitting here on top of Heaven. Flashed up. Now, nice spray transfer to take down two. So it leaves Flex by himself now.
Yeah, let's see if he can save that. He's 30 seconds left in the round. He's actually
nice quick scope.
Now he's probably... Ooh, no, he picks up an AK. He's going for it.
He wants it. He has to pick up the bomb, too, as well. Looking around, but right above him, and Moronic will take him down. Great round for Moronic. 3K for him, and I believe he's probably leading his team there. Yeah, he just hits double digits.
Far,
and is doing a great job in this one. Keeps this one close. UV1 still up 7-3.
Yeah, it's Flex and Alpha, like you said, who are leading the charge, but this Moronic guy is really good. I love watching a player like this. Very, very smart. He's not winning with aim alone, but he did have a very nice spray transfer there on A site. So
all right, Wes.
Gets flashed.
Flex trying to get some sort of access to outside, but they're using a lot of utility to prevent him from going. They really don't want anyone to walk out there right now, but Flex just waits it out, and there's still plenty of time for him to be in control. He's gonna try to flash for himself. So we tune back into Alfight and Vampy looking to go towards ramp. Right there to beat up. Nice spray from Crazy, but took too much damage and just enough fall damage for him to be taken out in that.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody die from a fall from that spot.
Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head. So, wild stuff. Fly's gonna move through that door and immediately meet the gun of Deimos. Meanwhile, Flex looks like he was taken out outside. Katsuragi finding one, not getting to the door, but Alfight on point today. Just clean shooting. You love to see it. Evo's starting to move to the door now, and Alphight's going to find him and just casually turns to the left, takes out, then casually turns behind him and takes out one more. Alfight 3K on the round, 8-3 lead for UV1.
He's just so smooth right now. I wonder if it was nerves before because he looks
Yeah.
really comfortable right now.
Looks
It feels
insane
as
right
if
now.
he's just sitting back into this game.
Mm-hmm.
He's just able to, be in the right place at the right time. He's not rushing. He's not shaky. He's got his crosshair exactly where it needs to
Yeah.
be. I love this from Alphite. He is so, so impressive right now in this game so far.
All right,
Pega
okay.
Team 6, you know they're rushing.
Yeah, they're trying to run into that. They don't got a whole lot of guns, but what are they rushing to? Egglet shooting 2 of them down, going over to pick up another 3K for himself, and Egglet just because we're talking too much about Flex and Alpha. He's like, yo, I wanted to get a little bit of noise for myself. Got himself a nice little 3K and like, okay, hold on. I want to test our superpowers because we could like I was a little bit calling out Flex and Alpha. Yeah, I haven't really seen them step up lately. Blah 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 blah. Vampy is garbage. You know, what a bad player. You need to see him step up and play good.
In seriousness, him having 6 frags and unexpected victory still being up 9-3 on the T side is a pretty damn good sign for unexpected victory. They are in great shape if that's the state of the game right there.
And to be fair, obviously I don't think that would Vampy, but and also he just hasn't need to, right? And like sometimes, and Vampy, I know he's a player that he doesn't care. He's just like, I'll take half you today.
He knows how much I respect him as a player.
Yeah.
So I feel totally comfortable calling him what he is, which is a little weaselly rat in some of these plays when he's able to sneak around. He gets the kill by any means necessary.
Yeah.
That is something I just love about the guy. Alphite, he's playing really good, honest Counter-Strike. He's a paladin right now, while Vampy is a rogue.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of WoW lately, so you're just trying to cater to me. Flex taking down 1, but Katsuragi's able to find 2, including that wall bang onto Egglet, so it's looking like a pretty decent round for Pega Team 6, but Deimos finishing off Katsuragi there. Moronic in a tough position here, but he still is able to find a kill, and then turns around and grabs Vampy too. Moronic is a good counter player. I'm just going to say
This
that.
is a good player. This is a good player of Counter-Strike, definitely.
Yeah.
And he finds another one. Yeah, Moronic's able to just perfectly place every single player. Very, very impressive stuff. But so far, like, honestly, it's been impressive, but it has not been enough. Unexpected victory doing great on the T side. They're as comfortable as I've seen them look on this side against, for one, Moronic, an excellent player, and the rest of these players are on Pega Team 6 clearly know what they're doing as well. But, like we always say, unexpected victory, if you can beat them, you've got to be extra good to beat them. They're just a very, very impressive team.
Yeah, definitely just solid as we just watch Davos picking off Moronic, their best player on their team, so that's huge. Nice little nade here. It's going to do a little bit of damage onto Slide as Flex jump deep. He then turned into Kutsurigi, who's trying to deal with Vampy playing at Squeaky once again. But we turn back into outside, and Slide is running away from that, going to try to help out his teammate over there. Throwing out a flash back outside. Slow down any sort of push that way. Vampy continue to make noise. Here's Crazy walking up ramp, and he's going to be in front of him for 2v1. What a beautiful spray from him to take down 2. I almost thought he was going to get that 3rd, but Egglet finishes him off. 2 for 1. Leads it now to a 3v3, but they should be able to get onto that site now. Here's Katsuragi meeting Flex outside and taking him down. So he's going to try to get through tunnels and get to this bomb.
Yeah, they have plenty of time, but Pega Team 6 are not close to the bomb site.
Great peek. Oh, Egglet almost picking off both of them. Does a ton of damage to Evo as well. He finds 1. Evo's going to walk in there and take down Vampy.
Wow. Great
shot by Evo. Nice round put together by Pega Team 6, and they're going to put this to a 9-5, and definitely we're a little bit talking like UV1's like way ahead, but I feel like the score it's a relatively close one, and definitely Pega Team 6 are playing pretty strongly here. And
yeah,
this
25 health between the 2 remaining players in that round, though. Pega Team 6 really got that one by the skin of their teeth. And somebody just mentioned something in chat, which Ownerman's mentioning it in chat, which I forgot about. But Vampy's got an extra got an extra incentive to get kills in this game. He wants to hit that #1 spot in the league.
Yeah, definitely would love to do that, but this Flex and Alphite kid are just stealing all his kills. Here's Vampy getting 1 more. Try to give him that lead. He's gonna pick up the op now. Not something we see him use all that often, but he'll switch back to his AK.
Yeah, and he just wanted it for the wall penetration just in case.
Ooh,
Instead,
clean
he used
spray.
the AK. That's what
Yep.
you want him on. Picks up the op again, though. Now he's at 13 HP, so op might be a better weapon suited to where he's at right now as the lower bomb site hit comes in.
Gonna be able to find Vampy jumping in the air and taking him down. So 3v3, but Crazy's got to deal with this rush coming into the site now, and he's opting not to shoot anyone yet. Doesn't want to reveal his position. Finds the bomb carrier, does get the bomb time off before going down. Alpha then eventually picking him off. So 2v2, Katsuragi and Evo now trying to retake. No, sprays down one, does plenty of damage onto Katsuragi. So it should be Alpha finish it off, but Katsuragi makes a beautiful shot there.
Yeah.
And 9-6, this game is certainly close.
Yep, he definitely is. Well done by Pepega Team 6 to bring it back from 9-3. You get 3 in a row at the end. That was unlucky there for Alfight, though. He had the deagle out, and it should have killed in one shot to the body in that situation, but he shot through the railing that he was facing down, so it did half damage. Very unlucky there for him because it looked like a one-shot, but Pepega Team 6 get up to 6, so that's going to be a decent T-side for them considering the start where... No, it wasn't just the round count. The eye test was telling us that Unexpected Victory had this kind of under control. But Pepega Team 6 have really pulled it back off the play of a couple of, Katsuragi's doing much better, or was doing much better outside towards those last 3 rounds. Yeah. Dealing with a couple of high-impact players, Deimos and Flex. So, impressive stuff there. They bring it back up to 6. But now, Unexpected Victory onto the CT side. No slouches on CT Nuke, and it's a CT-sided map, that's for sure. So they're still definitely favored here. But yeah, I want to go back to Vampy. I wonder if he's gonna. I wonder what it's gonna look like. What this half is gonna look like for Vampy. I wonder if it's on his mind that he could be looking for the regular season kill record right now, and he needs to pick it up. Needs another 20 or 30 bomb to maybe grab that. I'm not sure exactly where we stand with how far behind or ahead he is behind the number 1, but it definitely is something.
Yeah, it'll be to see where they're at there with that one as we're getting into this here. Still kind of warming up for the half.
Yeah. Is this a longer warm-up than normal?
Yeah. I'm just like, they're playing. It almost threw me off for a second. I'm like, wait, is this the actual round? And then I know
somebody was doing that pop flash outside, and I was like, is he flashing? Oh wait, no, he's holding an AK. He's shooting a pistol round. That's not it. That's not something.
Yeah.
But yeah. Unexpected Victory are definitely still totally comfortable with this, even though, like you said, it was impressive. Pega Team 6, it was impressive. We'll say that it didn't feel like their standard fare. So potential, of course, they were just getting warmed up, and it's going to be a hard-fought battle in the second half. But there's enough for Unexpected Victory to run away with this one on CT side. Yeah,
and on Nuke, you've had seen some good CT sides for UV1, specifically on this map, but kind of just in general, CT side this season hasn't been as good for them, so there's at least some concern. Just like, hey, 3 rounds not a lot. Exactly, like Pepega Team take a pistol. It gives them advantage for the next couple rounds, and it's on its tie game, and it's not like it's certainly not solved yet. For a little while, it felt like, like you were mentioning, the eye test feels like UV1 won their rounds more impressively. Pepega Team, the rounds that they did win were kind of stolen, but that's sometimes you just gotta win rounds. How you gotta win rounds, and if Pepega Team kept it close, they've given them certainly a chance to still do well in this game. So we jump into this pistol round, and they're moving on to this A side already. As Deimos trying to deal with him as he's sitting in garage. Slime just trying to get this bomb down, but Deimos being real annoying about it. Every time he just put it down, Deimos is right there. He's got himself 2. He picks up 4 on the pistol round. All of them headshots with the USP. Oh my goodness, Deimos.
That 4th shot was unbelievable. Just so clean. I cannot believe he hit that. That is unbelievable. Especially after I was about to say, if he had backed off, I was about to say this is the most USP shots I've ever seen Deimos miss in a round. Because he kept swinging around, not really hitting, swinging around, and then he's like, those were testing shots. I was just testing range.
Yeah, seeing where their heads are. Exactly. I was like, all right, it's here, right? Okay, cool. And
then like an archer. Exactly.
I got with the swag 7 here. trying to make their way in. They are just rushing onto the B site. Alpha able to take down 3. Flex and Egglet clean up the rest.
Yeah, now Pepega Team 6 are probably going to be sweating a little because
Yeah.
those were decisive rounds. UV1 have got a lot of money saved up. They're going to bonus here, and then they're going to have serious firepower coming into the following rounds. Look at this. 2 auto shotties. We're going to hear those boom, boom, booms ringing out across Nuke, and we'll see where they decide to go. I assume it will be one going on to Hut, probably Egglet.
Yeah.
Tends to play there.
Yeah, I
But,
kind of love how,
yeah.
like, this is like the one map that the auto shotties, like,
Exactly,
has a chance to shine in it. So many good highlight reels with someone defending from that hub position with that shotgun. It's cool. You like to see that kind of bit of diversity. That's one of the reason I like this as one of the maps that UV1 play a lot, because it's fun to watch these kind of strategies. So
yeah, not everybody plays the XM on it either, so it's cool that everyone are willing to pull that out.
Yeah.
Deimos, by the way, speaking of their normal positions, Deimos is on his standard classic position there and actually gets unseated by Slime.
yeah, Slime, very good spray control on that one. So with that, they have the numbers advantage, and trying to decide where to go. Throw down the bomb over towards Slime, and he'll get into lobby now, where Crazy is already set up and has a post waiting to see if anyone from UV1 pokes out.
Yeah, just quiet, waiting for a utility to be used. And it looks like Pepega Team 6 may be setting up an A hit here. They got a 5 versus 4. So
There's a shotgun.
Here's Vampy.
Oh, where's the shotgun? I love it. He picks up the AK and goes, that shotgun was fun for a little while. Let's go back home to my baby. And that's the AK, says Vampy. He finds 3K in this round. And another round win. They double up, 12-6.
Oh, I love the idea of Vampy as a country singer and his baby is the AK. That's great. But yeah, great job by Vampy. I mean, they just ran into him. He had the off angle. There are some things, like if you've got so little time, which Pepega Team 6 did, you can't check everything, and they were not prepared whatsoever for Vampy to be on that off angle where he sat all around. Just like I said, he is a little snake. He is the most annoying player to play against. I have no doubt about it.
Deimos sitting outside there, meeting up with the Deagles. They're trying to smoke down to at least get themselves some visual cover here, but they're taking tons of damage. The process is Nade definitely takes him down. Nice throw by Flex. Pick out Katsuragi, but the rest of them are trying to run through here. But now it's just Crazy left. He does find a way to take down Vampy and pick up his AK-47, but he's got to deal with 3 members of UV1.
This would be impressive from Crazy, but it's not impossible, especially now.
Ooh, yeah. Walking right into him there. Alpha throws the molly and probably didn't realize he'd be that close now. Crazy doing great stuff, but Deimos just able to wait in that spot and grab the win.
Deimos
but
had less HP, so
yeah,
it was close, but nice try there by Crazy, but Unexpected Victory do get another one. But Pepega Team 6 do have a bye here. That was a save round that they just had, so the fact that they got all those kills, definitely not non-trivial. Definitely they're going to be okay with that. At that point, you'd way rather win. And when it was so close, you could taste it in that case. But great job by Deimos and Flex. Legs a player through the smoke. Kind of just had the spidey sense that he did it, and then threw the nade to finish it off.
Egglet dealing with a molly on this hut there. I haven't spoken out, but he got taken down half his health in the process, but he's still going to chill out there with that shotgun. Hope to make some more plays there.
But in a good spot. Great find by Slime.
Ooh, Vampy takes down Moronic. Slime's able to come up here and finish off Egglet there. Deimos from heaven there. Oh, just looks away at just the wrong time. But looks back in there and is able to take down 2 before being taken out by Crazy. Back to a 2v2 now. They might be able to get this bomb plant off, though. Flex and Alpha got a retake here.
They were defending lower, so going to be able to push in together once again. The dynamic duo coming through. Ahead in HP and in utility.
And sometimes you could just walk onto the site and shoot them, as Alpha proves.
Oh. Alpha says, what is utility?
Yeah.
I have a gun.
He starts this defuse off. He's going to stick it here. Flex trying to stop the exit frags from happening. Gets to the other side. Evo's able to pick up the 1, but either way, another round win for UV1. They're up 14-6.
2 rounds away from the win. And yeah, UV1 have not lost a single round on CT side, which is definitely one of the predictions that would have been a reasonable one here. They are excellent on CT. They seem like more skilled players than Pepega Team 6, and they're showing it right now. And yeah, Eglet's just going on that auto shotty every single round.
Yeah, he's certainly happy to do it, wants to get more practice and do with it, but now he's dealing with Molly once again. That's thinking about somehow no one's dead yet.
How is that? How is it possible? Great vent drop from Slime, but I think he got a little bit of divine intervention there. Flex peeked out and had the perfect answer to a vent drop, but just somehow the bullet, you know, he got CSGO'd, as they say.
Here's Slime now sitting in those vents. They're just coming up to meet with him. Slime picks off Eglet, but Vampy able to finish him off, and his vent play is kind of wacky right now.
There's something very satisfying about finishing a reload and then just absolutely stuffing somebody point blank with a machine gun. I love watching that being done. It feels very John Wick.
Vampy got to deal with the 2 running in at him, and he deals with them in proper fashion. 4K, by the way, for Vampy. Bit of a quiet one as far as 4Ks go, but 15-6 lead for UV1. And they're sitting pretty right now.
They definitely are. Map point here in what looks to be somewhat of a quick match coming in, depending on if Pepega Team 6 can pull off something incredible here, and it would be incredible to come back from this.
Yeah.
But they are having to do so on a bit of a rough buy. A couple of Galils, not that much utility for some of the players.
Yeah, they're trying to come at this from the outside now, but Flex meets up with Sly and is able to take him down.
Oh.
Meanwhile, able to trade some frags as we watch Crazy get taken down. 2 members left here for Pepega Team 6, 3v2.
I'm rooting for Pepega Team 6 right now because Onerman just said in the chat, Vampy is at number 2 and he needs 20 frags to be at number 1, and I believe he's at 16 right now. So Pepega Team 6, let's clutch this out, and Vampy can go grab another 4K next round and hit number 1.
Yeah. That would be kind of hilarious way for that to happen. But Eglet goes, nah, I want to try to finish this off. Takes down one of them left, so it's only Evo with 29 HP. He's got a clutch versus 3 now, and knows there's a shotgun on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, what do you do? 29 HP, as you say. No utility at all. Bomb on his back. Does look to be going or thinking about upper, which to me would be the more difficult site to take, but it's the more easy site to defend the bomb on. You can unseat yourself into a post-plant position. But he's not going to have that option on site, and there it is.
Eglet goes, Vampy, you get to be happy with number 2. Finishes off the round. And just clean work from UV1. Nice to get them a nice solid win here. Probably their favorite map just to end off the regular season. And who do you want to get an interview tonight? We saw Flex kind of popping off. But Alphight too. Actually, how about Alphight? I say,
sure.
I want to talk to Alphight.
Happy to talk with Alphight. Yeah, I mean, you said it was their favorite map, and it looked like their favorite map. This looked like their playground out here right now. UV1 just so comfortable on this map. So much diversity in the way they're able to play. And against a team like this, Pepega Team 6, clearly some skilled players, that Moronic player in particular, when I'd love to see some of their playoff matches and watch him work a little bit more, because that's just great Counter-Strike from them. But yeah, in general, UV1 just looked comfortable on this map, and clearly Nuke is at the top of their pool right now.
Yeah, definitely. And Alphight has come to join us for a nice little interview post-game. Nice win, Alphight. How you feeling after that one?
Pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, you definitely were popping off, man. We were talking about, you and Flex coming into the season late and everything like that, going back and forth. Do you feel like you're sort of settling more into the team right now? Is that why you're bringing out these performances, or what's the story behind that?
Yeah, I think that we're settling in pretty good. Like, have had about 8 games now, so definitely kind of finding our groove, I think. And just everything's kind of fitting into place.
For sure. So then you can kind of stop thinking about team setups and, what you have to do to fit in, and then just start thinking about your own game. And it definitely comes through right now. We were on Nuke. I was just talking about it as you came in here. And I believe another time that you had a really excellent game was on Nuke. Is this a map you really love?
I mean, yeah, I'd say so. It gets boring playing ramp sometimes, but
Yeah, fair.
when they actually do show up, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Speaking of showing up, there was just multiple rounds in a row when you were playing there on the CT side where they just kept coming at you over and over again.
Yep.
Was it just like, uh, what are you thinking in your head of that? For me, I go, are they gonna stop doing this? Because I just keep shutting it down. But what's going through your head when it just seems to be that they keep running at you?
I mean, we kind of expected them to run at us a bunch, but like the main thing going through my head was just finally getting ecos and Vampy wasn't stealing them.
By the way, we were just talking to Chad about this because Vampy is #2 in kills over the entire league. Are you guys aware of this? And are you aware that if he had 4 more, he would have been #1?
Damn. We were aware, but I didn't know it was like only 4.
Yeah, I think if he had dropped 20 this game, he would have ended up #1. So we were wondering if Vampy kind of had that awareness and if he was yelling at you guys to let him have kills. But I assume that didn't happen.
Nah, I don't think he even realized.
I think he'll be happy with #2 with the record you're going in, and you are going into playoffs now with what is it now going to be 11,
Yeah, 11.
12,
Yeah.
11 wins. Yeah. So going into playoffs, you're probably going to be facing some of these teams again. Were there any games over the course of the season that you played where you have a really distinct memory? Ooh, I'd love to face off and get a rematch against that team.
I really want to play East Donks again after
Yeah.
that
Right.
Inferno loss, just to
course.
actually beat them instead of throwing our T side.
Yeah, that
Stonks,
one
yeah.
that one was definitely a heartbreaker. For those that don't remember, it was 16-14, just like the big comeback from UV1 to make it happen. But again, like you said, kind of like throwing the T side made it really, really difficult to chain all as many rounds as you guys did to make that one close. So yeah, that would be cool to get you guys playing that one. One thing I want to ask about is that you and Flex coming in into the team at the same time, and since then you guys have you kind of become a duo, often holding sites together and often seeing yourselves in retake situations where you're the two that have to come in and rotate over. Was that a purposeful thing that you guys would ended up becoming this duo, or how did that come to play?
I think it's pretty much just we kind of got put on the outskirts of like the setups. Like he's outside and I'm ramp, so pretty much the initial contact goes to the other 3, and then we're the last left to clutch it out usually.
Yeah,
Just got slotted in that way.
yeah, and
I
seeing you
do
it.
want to ask one more thing about playoffs because we know we are going to eventually get into the best of 3 series and stuff like that. How do you feel about playing kind of those longer days and those best of 3 or longer game series? Are you really excited to do that, or how do you feel like you'll handle it?
Uh, I'm pretty excited just because I feel like our map pool will definitely be good enough because the losses that we did have, like while I was on the team, were like we didn't feel like the team was better and we just kind of threw. So I
Yeah,
feel like
sure.
having more maps, we could easily kind of beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we kind of pointed out as well, for sure.
Yeah, I love your guys' nuke. Obviously, you guys only suffering that one loss there, and just looking strong in basically every other time you played it. Your overpass. I'm actually surprised we've only seen it twice this season. It feels like we've seen it more, but either way, I still liked how you guys play overpass there too, and you just got a lot of reps on Inferno. And even though that's where kind of some of the losses are, I actually think that still is a good map for you guys too. So it'll be very, very interesting. One thing to note is that a little bit avoided this season was Dust 2 and Mirage. Are those maps you guys banned out a lot of the time, or is yeah? Why is
Because
that?
Not
nobody want to
really.
play him.
Not really. I honestly just think that we didn't get either of those in the veto.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
So likely to see them in playoffs then.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Well, it'll be interesting if we get that. Well, that's it from me. Unless you have anything else, West, to ask.
No, cheers, man. Thanks for coming on. Great showing today. One of your best games, if not your best game yet,
Yeah.
with the team. So congrats, man.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank
Have a good
you,
one.
Alpha. All right, folks. Well, that was the final game of the regular season, and UV1 ended it off with a bang. So, Wes, what are your final thoughts as this team heads into playoffs?
Dude, it's always a pleasure, man. It has always been a pleasure to cast UV1. The community that we've got together, we get a bunch of people. We got these viewing parties in the Discord, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And I know that they will continue to happen over the course of the playoffs as the stakes ramp up a little bit. We've had a nice, chill last few games after they locked playoffs as well, which has been fun. But I'm excited to get back to those high stakes games, those elimination rounds where I know UV1 will be able to be up to the task and up to the pressure that's going to be put on them. That's something that I've no doubt they will deal with really well. So, all I can say is I can't wait for playoffs to start for UV1, and I know they are going to be confident going in.
Yeah, and it's something too where I want to see the teams that they did lose to. I want to see them play these teams in best of 3 situations, because you got the one map, like you mentioned, the team like East Donks, where they just like had one really rough half, but they were able to make that a close game and feel like they should be able to beat them. Michigan Tech Huskies from a little while back. They were of course the #1 team in Open. They kind of had their match that never was supposed to be, but again, that was just one map. So I almost want to see if they could play each other. Of course, with Blaze Esports, the 26,
Blaze as well.
Yeah, 28-26. Would love to see that in a best of 3. Yeah, I need a mulligan on that one, especially having to play the
a whole
overtime.
best of 3 in just that one map.
Yeah, exactly. And then had to play it overtime on a different day. So hopefully, I would love to see some rematches that kind of happen through this for sure. Look forward to best of 3s. Well, folks, I've been Johnny Esports this whole time. You can find me at Johnny Esports on basically every social media platform. Twitch.tv/Johnny Esports, at Johnny Esports on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, on Facebook as well. Wes, you want to give yourself a last one shout out?
My name's Wes Rambo. I have been Wes Rambo also this entire time, the whole time. Rambo, and RamboCast is my Twitter, twitter.com/RamboCast. Yep, with no S. And then twitch.tv/RamboCasts. I would love for you all to follow me on both of those, or at least on Twitter for now. I'm not doing a lot of Twitch streaming currently because I've got some events going on with other organizers. But thanks everybody for having us. It's like I said, I love doing this. This is such a cool thing to be a part of. And shout out UV1.
For sure, and I look forward to that. Don't know when the playoff schedule is exactly next, but pay attention to at UV1_esports on Twitter, of course, onto the Discord for when the playoff schedule is out. We will see you all next time, folks. Once again, congratulations, UV1, on the final win of the season. Look forward to playoffs. Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Do you have a match? I gotta set a burn bridge on fire again. Step away just to pull me in. And maybe tonight I'm done with it. I've been opening windows, I've been tearing down walls. I'm turning my phone on, but I'm screening your calls. I think I got closure. I hope that you hold her closer than me. You got all my blessings, so baby quit messing with me. Stop messing around. Stop messing around. Get the message when I don't reply. Can you feel you're getting off my mind? I'm glad you're keeping you company, and I'm fine.